This is it right here, the bottom one?
Yeah.
Already found it. Yep. Wait, is this it?
Yeah, that's it.
Just a little, just a few seconds off. Yeah, that was Wayne walking up. I mean, Mark.
Yeah, 'cause
And the officials tonight, the older man is Mark Prejean, if you want to announce him, and the other official, the young one, is Brandon Bivens. And Brandon Bivens was actually a wrestler for East Ascension. He graduated 2017.
oh, okay.
Yeah, that's it. All right, I'm going to send out this link.
All right.
Share.
Hey, good afternoon, Off the Bench Sports family. Welcome to the Jambalaya Cup Classic here at St. Amant High School this year. Starting is our 106 class. And that will be for the East Ascension Spartans. Aiden Crash for the Dutchtown Griffins. Martin Landon. So I'm trying to figure something out. As soon as I do, we'll be right back. All right, we're back. 113-pound weight division. East Ascension in blue, trimmed in gold. Dusttown in blue, trimmed in black. In black, trimmed in blue. East Ascension gained 6 points. Wow, it automatically added the 6 points. Cool. All right, second set is underway. Takedown, Dusttown. It's 2 points. Trying to get him in a belly to back. Didn't give him any points for the escape there. East Ascension on the bottom. Almost got a reversal by EA, 2 points. Trying to get him in a cradle. He got it, got the cradle. Got him near, almost got him at tap. Another pin for the Spartans. What weight class is this? 120? And this Mackenshaw.
No, he's 126. There's 2 Manekshaws, brothers. This is Wakefield.
Josiah.
Joshua.
Dusttown 126.
Should be 120.
120?
Yeah.
Cole Mir, yep. Same.
Yeah, Joshua Wakefield.
Wakefield on the bottom. Got an arm bar by Mir. Wakefield stands up. No point for the takedown. Wakefield trying to get a reversal. Wakefield almost got the escape. Great job by the Dutchtown Wrestler getting back on top. Dutchtown has received a total of 5 points. Got an arm bar, rear arm bar by Dutchtown's Cole Meir. That'll end the first match. Overall score is 12-0 East Ascension. This time, Joshua Wakefield is on top. Wakefield trying to get that cradle. Looks like Wakefield may have gotten pinned. Cole Meir gets the win. I think, no, look like EA got the win. Well, they put the score on the wrong side then. What is this? What are they going to now? 132? So Cole Gross is going now for Dutchtown. And for EA 132, Dylan Amadei. Good. Dutchtown controlling this match. The 30 seconds remaining in set one. Match one, I'm sorry. Great job by Dutchtown controlling the action. Didn't let East Ascension job by Dusttown controlling the action. Really? Armbar. Gross. Got a violation called against Dusttown. This time East Ascension is on top. Rose trying to get a takedown. East Ascension getting instructions from their coach, Pat Mahoney. 8-point lead for Dusttown. Half Nelson on him right now, trying to spin him. Trying to get him to that pinpoint. There it is, just the end. Dusttown gets another win for the Griffins. What weight class is this? Yay. Just a win. That was pretty quick. Hey, I don't know the order of the weight classes, so. First round win first match win for East Ascension. No points scored yet for either team. Takedown, 2 points for East Ascension. That'll end the first match. Headlock by East Ascension. Reversal by Dutch Time. to get his back off the ground. Official timeout. On-ball tie-up by Dutch Town. Trying to make him submit. The pin for Dutch Town. Gay has 5 points early in the matchup. Great job. Oh. Good. Mr. Simpson gets the win. Collar elbow tied by the wrestlers.
Let's go, Jacob! Come on,
Headlock by East Simpson.
Great job, Jacob! Come on, Jake! Let's go, Jacob! Come on, Jacob! You got this! Come on, Jake!
Great block. First time gets 2 points for the takedown.
Come on, Jacob!
Best time lead. EA needs to get 2 points in the next 20 seconds to take this to an overtime. It's going to be the final. That's how we'll get a 3-1 win. Gonna be the end of one. Two more points for East Ascension on the takedown. .21 lead for the Spartans. Only Dutchtown gets a forfeit win. That's going to be the final. East Ascension defeats Dutchtown 48-33. Up next, we know the Griffins will be the home. The Dutchtown St. Amant will be the home team. Hey, Miss Wakefield, where Jason at?
Hold me up. Don't let me fall.
Hey, joining me in the broadcast right now is East Ascension Spartans head wrestling coach, Pat Mahoney. He's going to be
I'm about to stay there a while.
announcing the matches with me. What's up, Coach? How you doing today?
Good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, just talk. All you got to do is talk.
Good. We're trying to win this championship back for sure. It's been a couple of years since we won it. We thought we'd get it last year and they canceled because of COVID. So our 5 seniors anxious.
Who won it? Who won the year before?
Santa Monica. The team that wins it gets to host it the next year.
Okay.
They get that trophy that's over there. They hold that trophy for a year and they get to host it the next year.
Right.
So we won it in 2018. They won it in 2019 and 20, and then last year they canceled.
All right, and so let's help educate some of the people who don't know a lot about wrestling. You guys start at the 106 weight class most times.
Right. So there's 14 weight classes going from lightest to heaviest. 106 is the lightest, 285 is the heaviest. Now, traditionally you start at the lightest and work your way up. Now, in a meet like this, where there's going to be 3 dual meets,
Right.
like we wrestled Dutchtown first, we started at 106. This is the second dual meet. They start with the second lightest weight class, which is 113.
Okay.
When we wrestle Santa Monica, we'll start at 120.
Okay. Now, why is that?
It gives those guys a chance to rest up better, and it just kind of puts a little flavor on it. Just so you don't have the same guy anchoring the whole time. They try to make it spazzy, I guess. I don't know. We don't care. We're just the best guy out there, no matter what's wrestling. This is a senior from Santa Monica. I'm not sure what grade Drake Edmonds is in from Dutchtown. But this will be a tight match. They battle back and forth. Como, the guy from Santa Monica, his brother was a stud wrestler, graduated 2 years ago from Santa Monica.
Okay. So he just got a reversal right now.
Well, they're working on it. So right now, so you see the referee hold up his hand with the 2. So Santa Monica's green. The referee held up the green wristband and showed 2 points.
Now, generally, they have a little wrap around his ankle.
When you do a tournament and you have multiple schools coming in, you have ankle bands signifying red or green.
Right.
And if you look at that center circle by the 2 white lines, you see red on one side, green on the other. Right. In a dual meet, you assign a team a color. Right. Usually home is green, away is red.
Okay.
And you don't have to worry about the ankle bands.
Right. Wow, that's a
right
hard
now,
position to be in.
Right. So the goal is to get your opponent on his back. That's the ultimate victory.
Right.
To put him on his back and hold him down.
How many points do you
Now
get
you see
for
that referee waving his hand?
Right.
He's signifying that the Dutchtown kid is in a danger position. And if he gets to 5 and the kid doesn't get pinned, now watch. He holds up 3 green, touches the shoulder. That's 3 near fall. He's saying that the Santa Monica kid had the Dutchtown kid in near fall criteria for 5 seconds. He gets 3 points.
Okay.
Now the final score is 11-1. That's a major decision. That gets an extra team point for Santa Monica.
Oh, that was the third?
That was the 3rd period, right. Why are you up there? About what? I'm busy. Hey.
Squat, yep.
Wrestle your best. You should have won the last one. Believe in yourself. You got any problem. This kid, the Dutchtown kid here, is ranked 2 in state, and he's wrestling a little freshman.
So this should be a quick match.
Should be.
How do you guys get ranked in state with it not being much exposure?
Well, I mean, we travel a lot. People are critical of me because my kids, we get upwards of 60 matches where most kids get 40 or maybe 30.
Right.
So we wrestle We wrestle every weekend we can. We don't take weekends off. But we train differently too. We don't wrestle live matches in practice, which most coaches do. We don't do a lot of running. We save our legs. But like what happens is through the course of the year, you go to tournaments, you meet different people, and you start building up your record. So next week, this coming up Monday, the state seeding committee will meet, and they'll get everybody's records to see who beat who placed in what tournaments, and they'll have a seeding committee, and they'll decide who gets put where in the state bracket.
Right. And how many schools is it that wrestle? Because there's no wrestling in North Louisiana.
There are 11 teams in North Louisiana. There's no wrestling in Central Louisiana.
Okay.
There are 100 schools that wrestle. 75 of them are on I-10. So at Shreveport, you got Bird, you got North DeSoto, Evangel, Parkway, Airline. There's a few more up there.
So let me ask you this, Coach. Why don't more schools have wrestling?
Well, one big reason is we don't have collegiate wrestling in Louisiana. Kids don't see it as a sport that they can wrestle go to the next level on.
Right.
The other is that we don't have enough wrestling coaches. Right? Imagine try to coach a sport you never participated in.
Right.
You know? And we just
Dutchtown gets a pin, so that'll give them 6 points.
6 points. Now you see they just if the other team doesn't have somebody, you raise that guy's hand, that's like a pin. He gets 6 points.
Right.
So you had the major win for Como, which is 4, and Selman just got the forfeit at 32.
Right.
And now they got 10.
Now what's the next weight class up?
This should be 38.
And so y'all advance every six.
This should be 32.
Every 6 pounds is a different weight class.
It averages. The heavier you go, the bigger the spread. Like 106 to 113 is 7 pounds,
right.
But 220 to 285.
Okay.
That's why football's king in Louisiana. And we lose a lot of football players because you get guys who are like 240, 250 that don't want to wrestle guys that weigh 285, 300, but they don't want to lose 30 pounds and wrestle 220. So they just don't do it.
Right. And so St. Amant may be about to get another free forfeiture
this is
win.
Ephraim Craddock, one of their is Ephraim? It's one of their seniors.
Okay,
now, this is a freshman from Dutchtown.
They almost got a forfeiture.
Now, the Santa Monica coach is asking for a technical violation on Dutchtown, and he got it because you cannot check in not ready to wrestle him because the Dutchtown guy was holding his headgear while he was walking up. The Santa Monica coach was like, that's a rule violation. And so now he's checking with the senior referee to see if he had properly checked in or not. So they're going to hold that point. So now, before the first whistle blows, Dutchtown's losing 1-0.
Right.
That's just a mental lapse. He should have. This is always a heated battle at the Jambalaya Cup, and you got to be focused. You can't let stuff like that happen.
And let me ask you this now: the guy that's officiating now, tell me his name.
That's Brandon Biven. He graduated from EA.
Right. He wrestled for you.
Correct.
And this is one of the things when you interviewed with Prep News the other day that you were talking about guys helping advance the sport by coming back and being an official in wrestling.
And yes, and so we've had numerous PA guys become refs, and while they're in school, and then when they graduate, they generally move out of state. They try to stay, but it's just tough when you try to get your career going. Now, he's a senior at LSU, and he actually has mentioned to me about hanging up refereeing and becoming a place for me is the head coach of the EA.
Right.
And I'm ready, man. I'm ready. I told him I'll drive the bus. I'll do everything. Just go coach. He's very intelligent. He can coach any level. Good kid. Now you see now, Ephraim is up 3-0. That's the world away from 2-0.
Right.
Because now if Cole can get away, get a point, and then take him down, he's only tied. He'll have to let him up and go down again to try to score.
And how much more does it help a young guy like him that now that he's officiating the game, so now he's really learning the rules to the sport in depthly, and then goes and becomes a head coach. How much?
I mean, look, knowledge is power, right?
Right.
The more you know about something, the more you can apply it, the better you understand it.
Right.
You know, you've been refereeing for 5 years, and so now he knows the rules. He's one of our better officials in the area. He'll do the state tournament. The senior refs are really in love with him.
Right.
So it's just, but it's like anything else. You start teaching it, you become better at it.
Right. And that's really what I call the form of organized cheating, like legal cheating when you know the rules in depth, inside and out, and now you can help your kids apply them to really break the rules within a match.
Take advantage of the other guy not knowing the rules.
Right.
I mean, we get a rule book every year that's probably 40 pages, and it's every rule, and there's always like 3-4 changes every year.
Right.
Well, you ought to see the case book these guys have to read and understand and learn. Oh, it's like going to law school.
Wow. And see, in basketball, they have a rule book, a case book, and an illustrated manual.
Same thing in wrestling.
Okay.
Of course, we never get the case book. All right, so now what the Dutchtown kid's doing is like, okay, I need to score points. I can't get him on his back. He's too strong. I'm just going to let him up, keep taking him down.
Right.
Because every time you take him down, you get 2 points. You let him go, he gets 1 point.
Okay.
So if I take you down, let you up, 2-1. If I take you down, let you up, I'm going to 4-2.
All right. So
So
now,
right now, if he gets another takedown, the score's going to be tied.
now they're about to get in a shoulder and elbow tie up.
Now you see how Cole sprawled, even though he's giving that leg, now he's attacking Sadimo's base. Now he just scored 2 points. Now the score's tied.
Yeah, I can see the other official that's officiating here. Okay, now he just put, that's the first point that I saw him put up.
Right. The ref's going for blood time. So he's saying the Sadimo guy's nose is bleeding. So his coach go over there, clean him up, check him out, try to stop the bleeding.
So
the referee's checking him out for blood. And this is a kind of an advantage to the Dutchtown kid. He kind of gets his wits about him, catches his breath. His coach calms him down. Hey, look, right, you're down by 1. You got 53 seconds. Let's try to get one more takedown. Go in the third period. We'll have a choice. We'll try to get it there, you know.
Right.
It's just kind of a common effect.
So how often does this happen where they have multiple teams competing in one
Well, that's how we get so many
competition?
matches. So traditionally, what you do, it's like a basketball game, right? We're going to schedule a dual meet. One team and us, we're going to wrestle, and then on Wednesday night, and then on Saturday, we're going to go to a tournament where it's might have 20 teams, but it's individual brackets. Right? Every guy goes to their weight class. So some teams might not have every guy in every weight class.
Right.
Well, what I started doing the last 3 years was I would call up guys who already had a dual meet schedule. Hey, you mind if I jump in and make it a try meet? Right. So that night, we get 2 matches. So that gives me another 30 matches a year.
Right.
And then we go to dual meet tournaments where there's 6 teams. You wrestle every team. You can wrestle 5 times in one day. That's the maximum.
Okay.
You can't wrestle more than that. So we'll go to dual meet tournaments where there's 6 teams. We wrestle those 5 guys. We're out of there. 2 o'clock, got 5 matches in.
Right. How often do you guys is a practice workout session for you guys? How long is a practice?
It differs. Like beginning, we might go 2.5 hours, but when we turn the corner, we'll go to 2 hours. And I give the guys 15 minutes to, do whatever kind of funny, goofy warm up, play games, and then 15 minutes, I'll take over. We do a lot of calisthenics, workout, a lot of athletic movements, and then we'll spend the next hour and a half, 2 hours just doing 15-second explosive movements. All right, grab this guy's leg. You got 15 seconds to score. Boom, go. And we'll do that. And as soon as we get in shape and we fine-tune our technique, then we'll narrow it down to a 2-hour workout.
Why does this keep changing?
Yeah, but that also, if we get the football players in, we give them some time to get used to, it's a different type of conditioning, right? So we gotta ease them into it. So it just differs time of the year, time of season.
Okay, you guys, this is Dutchtown St. Amant Wrestling. I know the screen keeps converting back to Dutchtown, but it's actually Dutchtown St. Amant. And so, yeah, just be patient, all right?
It's good, man. So St. Amant was actually winning 5-4. All right, now he's winning 6-4.
That's in this match. Overall score is 10-6, and it's at the top. St. Amant is the team on the right with 10 on the scoreboard.
Look at that.
Nice reversal.
Nice double leg. That was nice. Now the score is tied. So with 1 minute left, I just let him go with the last takedown, win by 1.
Right.
But I don't know why he's held well.
He's being held as well, though.
The refs are stopping. That's actually potentially dangerous for the Dutchtown guy's knee getting hyperextended.
So, what's it got? Kurt Angle used to do an ankle lock. You can maybe go into an ankle lock from that.
Not
position.
wrestling, no
illegal.
submission holds.
Oh, nice takedown. No points.
He's holding him down. He's got to hold it. Now, I don't know why. All right, so now Dutchtown has to hold him down for 18 seconds. They went out of bounds to reset. If the St. Amant guy gets away, he's going to win. Now, as Dutchtown does hold him down, it'll go to a 1-minute sudden victory overtime.
Okay. Great job by the Dutchtown athlete coming back and competing. Great job.
So now they're going to go 1 minute. They're going to go 1 minute, and whoever gets the first takedown wins the match.
And this is what you gotta love about Ultimate Sports Network. We always giving you first. Our first wrestling overtime.
Yeah.
You gotta love this, man. We always giving you first.
Oh, there it is.
The referee said 2 points for St. Amant. For Dutchtown, I mean. Because that was the left arm. So that means
what the St. Amant coach wanted his guy to do is hold on to that leg. If the referee sees a position where neither guy's going to advance, he calls a stalemate, like a do-over, right? Mm-hmm. But my kid, Efren Craddock, he's tough. He trained with me last summer. He works hard. He's a great kid. So did Cole Grove. These guys trained together this past summer.
right.
Now, this is Logan Anderson versus Townsend. Actually, I coached the kid from Dutchtown. I coached his dad.
Okay. And this is the 126 weight class.
No, this is 38.
138.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is 30. Unless they moved him up. Hey, is this 32? Alex, is this 32 or 38? This is 132.
Okay, 132 weight class. Now, what does it mean when he shuffles his hands out?
When he's letting everybody know there's no control yet.
Okay.
All right, now he holds up 2
for Saint Amant.
Okay, so when you're in this 138, when you're in a scramble, some people
Explain
might.
to the
When
viewers
you
what a
so if I
scramble
dive in on your leg and I'm trying to get you on the mat, and you're doing things to stay, not get on the mat, some people might say, "Oh, look, Mahoney got behind him," but the referee's saying, "No, there's no control yet, no control yet." And that just lets everybody in the stands know, hey, and even the wrestlers, hey, no one scored yet. Keep wrestling, keep wrestling, keep wrestling.
Gators up 2-0. Bentley to back. And so let me ask you this now, because I like for my viewers to be well informed about stuff that we're new to. Why can't you do submissions in high school wrestling?
Well, because safety's first. I mean, it's just like, why do you have concussion protocol in sports? Why do you have protective gear in football?
Reversal, three points.
Yeah, so he got 3 different. He got
A reversal by Saint Amant gives him 5-0 lead.
No. He took him down, and then he just got 3 near falls, so he's winning 5-0.
Okay, he got that from the near fall.
Correct. But it's like, so what you want is you want people to participate in your sport. You don't want guys going out there and shredding knees and breaking elbows. So you have moves. If you do a move and it's deemed unnecessary roughness, you can get thrown out. Oh wow! It depends on, because you have stuff where referee will call illegal moves. Sometimes it goes, but if you're flagrant with it.
Now, I've seen that move right there before.
That's called a leg break.
In pro wrestling, and seems like it would be almost considered an illegal move because he had his neck introverted.
Most of the illegal holds you see come from grabbing around the neck, locking the hands around the neck. If you notice, he had one leg was behind the guy's neck, the other was behind the leg. So the neck started taking all the pressure.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? That's like when we doing that cradle, we grab the arm, lock our hands, and pull them over.
Right.
The neck started taking all that pressure. But if you'd have locked his legs around the Dutchtown kid's neck without a leg or arm in there, it's illegal.
Okay.
The Dutchtown kid would have been awarded a point.
So it has to be. Oh, I missed something. It has to be another body part in between.
Either an arm or a leg. In fact, if an opponent, if a wrestler does an illegal move and his opponent cannot continue, then his opponent wins on default. So that's how they look. Safety first. That mat, I can throw a raw egg on that mat and it won't break.
Oh wow!
From here, that's how padded it is.
Okay.
But it's just everything about safety.
So what's this move called right here?
This is called a chicken wing, where if you look at that guy's arm, it folds like a chicken wing.
So did he just submit or?
No, he got pinned. He
got pinned.
So the ultimate win is to take your opponent and put both of his shoulders on the mat for a count of 2. And that's what Logan did to Townsend. Now, this kid's a freshman from Santa Monica. This is Cole Didier.
He looks like he's ready to go. He's bouncing around.
Yeah, his brother was Ty Didier was a stud for Santa Monica. And he played football and he wrestled.
7-point lead overall for the Saint Amant Gators over the Dutchtown Griffins. And again, as you can see, I'm going to show you after the first period is over, it doesn't matter what event it is, if it's EA Saint Amant, EA Dutchtown, EA, it doesn't matter what it is, it's going to be a packed house And that's always been, in my 19 years here in the area, that's always been what the history and tradition has been.
Last 3 years, it's been heated. I mean, like, to the point where we had to have security. Like we had it at EA 3 years ago, and things got out of hand. And 2 years ago, it got crazy in here again. Maybe we didn't take last year off, kind of cool the jets type thing.
Right. All right, so he got him in a half chicken wing here.
Well, what you see is that guys on a team usually do the same move. Like, most of our guys do cradles. We have a lot of success with it. We practice a lot. A lot of the Sandmar guys are doing that. Some call it an arm bar.
Or double chicken.
They grab the chicken where you go under the elbow.
Right.
Oh, that's over now. That's tight.
Another first round victory for the Gators.
Now, this okay, so this Dutchtown kid is seeded third in state. He's ranked third right now in state. Now, the Santa kid, Jeremy Paul, was used to wrestle for my club, Brawl. He left when he started Santa Middle. And he's a senior. It's a senior versus a sophomore right now. But they're both tough. That Dutchtown kid is just a really good athlete.
He's well developed as well.
Man.
You can see that, he has great definition in his legs and arms. He works really hard at being a wrestler.
Oh, yeah.
You can always tell the kids who do the extra, no matter what the sport is.
Funny, isn't that the truth? You can just look at a kid, when you see him amongst the other kids, you can pick him out. Oh,
right.
Yeah, that's the guy that gets it.
And he's just stronger than he just did. He just got a violation against Dutchtown.
So with that, when he puts one arm behind his head, he's letting and he stops action. When he's letting everybody know, hey, this move is potentially a dangerous hold. We're going to stop it.
Okay.
Just a key fact, wrestling is the only sport that a referee can stop action before the injury happens. You think about any other sport, right? Football, bam, someone's injured. Basketball, contact. Man, wrestling, he sees it going bad, he can stop it, they can reset.
Right, and they must stop at the whistle.
Safety is the number one concern of the referees. Jeremy's trying to work the inside cradle. He let go of the leg. You see Foster's in that 4-point stance. He's so strong.
Right.
So he gives Jeremy one. He got 2 and 2.
Oh, I missed points.
So the match score is 4-1. Right now, Dutchtown needs to turn around because Santa Mar's winning 22-9.
Right.
But you're going to get into the meat of Dutchtown's lineup now.
Okay. So
this
as they go up higher in weight class, that favors Dutchtown.
They're better guys in the middleweights.
Got 2 more points for Dutchtown. Again, I don't know where he's showing his. Oh man, I don't know where he's showing his points at to the table because I'm definitely missing.
You only missed one. You had it right. So.
No, I'm not. I only know that they get a score because I keep glancing at the scoreboard as he's awarding the points. I'm telling you, I'm missing it.
Well, but sometimes. So the scorekeeper's at the table, so he might have held up in front of him where you couldn't see. But that's the right score.
Well, no, the other ref, when he called his scores, he put his hands in the air.
Between an experienced referee and a young referee.
Right. So he got 3 near falls.
What? If he counts to
4
5,
near
okay, so he said 5, maximum 3. Okay, so a 1, 2, 3, or 4 second count gets 2 near fall. So you hold up 3 red near fall for Dutchtown.
Oh, nice takedown.
So when a guy's already down, he stands up and you bring him like that's called a mat return. So he's trying, what the Sandmar guy wants to do is get up to his hands and knees where he can kind of control his weight, open up, and then either get away from the Dutchtown guy to get escape or to do a move where he ends up on top called reversal control.
Okay.
Now, he stood up, and with the Dutchtown kid, they would lift him and bring him back. This is called a broke down position. See how the Samuel guy is on his stomach?
Yeah.
That's called being broken down. Now, when he started on bottom, he was on his hands and his knees. That's called a referee's base position. Now you see how he's trying to move up, and Shank's going to break him back down. So now, that's the whole battle of it, right? Shank's trying to get him on his back. It's chess match. You got to defend. So the whole time, the Sandoval guy's trying to score. The Dutchtown guy's stopping him, but he's also trying to score.
Right. And that's called a counter move.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly right. And see, he's going to try to put that elbow in and break him down. If he locks his hands down, he has a cradle. Now, if he pulls that leg up.
All right, we're the third and final period of this match.
152.
You guys, again, Dutchtown is on the left. They have 9. St. Amant is on the right. Ooh, they have 1.
22.
And an overall score of 22-9. And sorry if you're seeing on the screen.
Oh, he grabbed his head. Referee missed a technical violation. The Dutchtown guy's grabbing his head here. You're not allowed to do that.
Okay, yeah, I saw that in the match earlier as well, where a wrestler had his hand in between the headgear and the head. This could be a big upset. Got 2 points for St. Amant.
2 reversal and then 2 near fall. Hold on. It should be 2 and 2, right?
He only awarded 2 though.
Well, he missed the reversal.
And I'm telling you, if that would have happened in basketball or football, the fans and the coaches would be going asinine. In wrestling, nobody said a word.
Well, what he'll do is somebody will be like, "Hey, wait a minute, the Dutchtown guy was on top, and then he was on fighting off his back, so that should be reversal control." And then the 2 near fall. Now you see, he gave Dutchtown reversal, but he never gave Sandoval the reversal.
Right. All right. So, hey, look, real quick.
When Sandoval started on top.
That's a packed house for a wrestling match. That's the Jambalaya Cup right there. The award. And now we're back to live action. And what it is, it's a black pot. If you know anything about South Louisiana, they live off the black pot.
Yeah.
It's a flying man's goal. Oh, got him in the cradle.
That's exactly right. Oh, he let go of the cradle. Don't ever let go of the cradle.
Call it the Mahoney Special.
That's not the first jump like the other one.
Okay. Oh, I missed 4 points for Dutchtown. Dutchtown gets a win, 13-3.
So that should have been 4 points.
Over St. Amant. Coach Mahoney is saying it should have been.
It was a 10-point victory, which is a major decision. So it should be, it was 22-9, so they gave him 4 points, 13. See, the Jambalaya Cup came about when Coach Phil Bodie, who brought wrestling back to Ascension Parish. He started the Ascension Titans, and then he started wrestling Sandoval. The next year they started at EA, and then the year that Dutchtown opened up, which was the next year, they started wrestling Dutchtown. And then we decided the next year we should do a parish championship between the 3 of us, and the winner gets to hold the trophy. So
Right.
Coach Bodie donated the first trophy. Now, when you think of Jambalaya Cup, that's the thing about the black pot. Yeah, it looked like something like a Stanley Cup trophy. Big old silver. I said, Coach, what are you doing, man? That ain't what we fighting for. So,
Right.
10 years later, myself, the Sandoval coach, Phil Bodie retired. Myself, Sam, coach, touchdown coach decided we was going to replace the Stanley Cup with the Black Iron Pot.
Right.
And then what you see is all those labels on it each year who won it.
Right. So Coach, I heard something interesting tonight. I don't remember if we touched on it in the interview the other day, but right now you are the third highest, ranked number 3 in the state, which is the third.
Well, last year we finished. Then by credit. Oh, last year EA set the record most points ever scored by a public school in the state tournament, 5A. And we took 3rd place, which was the highest a team placed since 1988.
No, I heard that you all had something about being the best public school in the state this year, and that it was something that hasn't been accomplished since 1976.
That was us. Oh, well, all right, so the last time a public school placed that high in state was 1988. The last time a public school won the state championship outright in 5A was 1979. East Jet.
Okay. Again, how when you think about the overall success that you've had as a wrestling coach and all the things that you've accomplished and helping kids just become better at this thing called wrestling and winning championships in different tournaments and becoming state champions, what's your greatest accomplishment?
Man, that's staying in for 33 years. Having guys that I would say the biggest testament to my coaching career and what we do at EA is how many guys still come back 10, 15, 20 years later and love being in that room. They walk in that room and I haven't seen guys in 5, 6 years, and they walk in that room and they light up, like they're freshmen again. And we talk for hours. Remember how long you and I talked the other day? Just talking.
Right.
Come in that wrestling room one day, man, you might see All-American Connor Carwash come in there. And then Alex Betteridge, who was a stud for us, was in the Army in Hawaii for 6 years. You might have 10 years of graduates in there just hanging out, just wanting to be in that room. They still love wrestling. You gotta see all the replies I'm getting when I sent your link out.
I hope they're enjoying it,
Oh, let me tell you, it's the Jambalaya Cup. They watching. Let me tell you something. You can try to play this. I'm Baton Rouge, man. I grew up Baton Rouge in the Baton Tribe. This old EA Samuel rivalry, I didn't really get into it.
Right.
Until we started this Jambalaya Cup. And let me tell you what, bro. It gets heated. These people, you can try to play it off, it doesn't matter. Well, look, it matters. And they want to
win. 5-1 Dutchtown lead again. Coach, you said this is where Dutchtown was the strongest in their middleweight classes. How fast is it going to take Dutchtown to exceed the overall score?
Well, right now, if the Santa Maria guy just holds on to the win, gets 3 points, it'll be tied up. Now, this is the Dutchtown kid's a senior. That's Owen Detman.
He's got 2 points for a reversal.
So he's winning 7-1 now. If he can get an 8-point lead or better, he gets an extra team point.
Right.
So if he locks up his cradle and gets a set of near fall, he's got plenty of time
to just keep extending the lead.
Right.
Now, rollover and reversal, is that a double point situation?
No. Yeah, he could be. If he, right here.
There it is. They got a rollover.
You ain't getting out of that. You got the reversal and you get Now, if he doesn't pin, he would have got 2 for the reversal and then 3 for the near fall.
Right.
So now Dunstown's winning by 3. Now this is one of their top seniors coming up, Caden Keller. He should pin. He should pin as well. And they're wait, why they got him in? So they went 5. So this is 182. So you got 4 matches left. 82, 95, 220 heavyweight. It's going to be tight, man. Now, if Keller wins here, if Keller pins here, they'll be winning by 9. Try the head throw. So you lock around the head and the arm.
Yeah.
And you step in front and bring him over the leg.
Trying to get a hip toss
Now
now.
he's on his back.
That was a reversal.
That's a counter wrestle.
Right.
Cradle.
Now, why didn't he just give himself up and fall backwards? Is that
If you tell me, then we both know.
again?
What I'm saying is, an experienced wrestler would let go of the head, just give up the 2 instead of give up 2 and 2. Now, he's lucky to go to near fall. If I try and move, or I got your head, we fall, and I'm in risk going in my back, I want to let go.
Right.
If I give up 2 points to get an escape, I only got to make up 1 point.
Right.
You give up 2 plus near fall, now you got to make up a 4 or 5 point move.
That almost had looked like 2 near falls.
So we got 2 near fall. All right, so Kay's been battling a shoulder problem, so he's got to redo his shoulder strap. They start injury time. Now, what's significant about that, you get a 90-second injury timeout.
Okay.
What's significant about that is if something happens again where the referee has to do another injury timeout, the Sadamol can choose what position he wants to restart at.
Oh, wow.
So let's say he's a good stand-up guy and they're on feet, and they call injury timeout for the second time, he can go down and get another escape.
Right. We want to thank Coach Pat Mahoney in between his break. He's going to get a 10-minute warm-up period after this match is over, but we want to thank him for coming in and just helping us with some of the rules and some of the...
Hey, man, let me say, don't you thank me. You really have no idea how my sons are watching because of OTB right now. They're 1 year and 2 years out of this. They were the last ones to win it. They get to watch it live because of you. Don't thank me. We thank you for coming and giving the coverage.
No doubt, man.
People get to see what wrestling is really about. Like, remember you first started talking to me, old Chris Benoit,
Yeah.
right? Old Randy Savage. Now this is real wrestling right here.
Hey, I'm all about
Oh,
the
he's gonna
wrestling,
stack him.
man.
He's gonna stack him.
Oh, wow, just 2 points. Yeah, that's a pin and move right there. As soon as I said it, the pin happened. Like, you have to be
All right,
mindful.
so now you got 95. All right, so this touchdown kid is ranked number 2 in the state. So
That's the guy. He won in 30 seconds against you all, right?
Oh no, we went the full match. He stopped that. So if he wins here, let's say he just gets a decision, they'll be winning by 12.
So let me ask you, how many different styles is it in high school wrestling?
Just one.
Just
All
one.
right, so America is the only country in the world that has what you're watching now is called folk style. This in college. What you see in the Olympics is freestyle and Greco. Greco-Roman, you cannot use your legs or attack your opponent's legs. Everything's upper body.
Right.
Freestyle is a lot like this. The scoring's faster, different, easier. But we're the only ones that have folk style. And folk style, like freestyle and Greco is more flash, more scoring oriented, or attack. If you take a guy down and don't put him on his back in 15 seconds to put you back on your feet.
Right.
Now, folk style, collegiate's all about, it's different styles about control, about dominance. I want to get you down, hold you down. Almost like a judo type mentality.
2 more points for Dutchtown from the near fall.
So if Dutchtown wins here, Sandemar cannot win.
Because they only have 3
They
more.
have two weight classes left, and if Sandemar pin both of them, they get 12 points. So this is a pin here. This is going to put Dutchtown up 30 about 15.
Right.
So the best Sandemar could do is lose by 3. I don't know what the ref's looking at.
They go
That seals
30 seconds into the first period.
minute 30 seconds.
Yeah, minute 30 in the first period, he gets the victory.
And I like that Sandemar kid. He's a real sweet kid. He's a hard worker. Last name is Ben. All right, look, you got a question? Talk to Coach Mike Sonia.
All
I'm getting
right.
ready for next one.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Thank Coach Pat Mahoney for joining us. Again, they have 2 more matches coming up. One more match coming up in this Dutchtown EA meet, tri-meet. What's up, Coach? How you doing? Welcome.
How you doing, Coach?
Good. No doubt, man. Good to see you as well. I generally see you on the sidelines at East Ascension football.
Absolutely. I've dealt with wrestling in Central Parish for probably around 10 years with my boys. My oldest just graduated. And fortunate to be a state champion heavyweight last year.
Right. This is Mike Sanye. He's an assistant coach at East Ascension High School under their wrestling program, and he does a lot of things volunteering. He does a lot of volunteering as well at EA. He's a official member of the Chain Gang, and he's also a Saturday morning breakfast parent.
Yep.
Where he donates a lot of his time. Oh, nice reversal. Donates a lot of his time on Saturday morning cooking breakfast for the East Ascension Spartans football team. Him and his wife. His wife is one of the photographers for East Ascension football. Oh, nice cradle by Dutchtown.
Dutchtown attempted a cradle and the Sandemar wrestler rolled through, so he got a reversal. It's a dangerous part about when you expose your back to the mat. So he's
almost in a pin position.
Right, and here you reverse a half. He's getting back points. Did I say back points? Okay, so time down.
Did he get a pin?
No, he didn't get a pin, but he got 3 points near fall.
Which puts Sandemar at a 5-2 lead. Start going into the second period. Great defense by the Sandemar wrestler.
And the Sandemar wrestler defers. The Dutchtown wrestler is choosing neutral.
And again, Coach Mahoney talked about that earlier, is because he's stronger. He's a stronger wrestler on his feet than he is trying to get up off of the ground.
Yeah, but every wrestling coach is going to tell you, to be a good wrestler, you need to start on the bottom because you're giving away points.
He missed an attempt at a 5 miscarry. Great job by the Dutchtown wrestler. Getting underneath, going over the top of the attempted fireman's carry. And looks like he shouldn't have got a point for that.
He actually shot a single leg and did get awarded 2 points for the takedown. Right now, as far as it's still, Dutchtown wrestlers trying to work for a reversal. Okay, now he's showing a reversal. Dutchtown going to get a 2-point reversal. And Santa Monica trying to work towards it. Yep, he did a second reversal.
Reversal, that's 2 points to St. Amant.
That's correct. Working for Santa Monica wrestlers working for a power half. He is getting awarded a near fall points right now. The ref awarded 2 points for near fall.
Under 30 seconds remaining in the second period. Oh, pin by St. Amant. That's a big victory. And again, that's what Coach Mahoney was talking about. Now because St. Amant won that match, they have an opportunity to get a couple of overall points, extra points, depending on if they're good enough. In this last heavyweight match of 285, from my understanding, he can get a 15-point lead and get a pin, and that may be all the points.
You get a pin, the team gets 16 points. Or if you were getting 15, where it's a tech fall, you can get awarded 5. So right now, Griffin's at 37 and Santa Monica's got 28. So they're actually too far away. Dutchtown has actually mathematically won this duel.
Okay.
Because the max either wrestler could get for their team points with a pin would be 6.
And this is definitely a heavyweight match.
Yes, sir. This is a 285. This is the big boys.
Right. Not going to be much finesse going on here. All this is all power.
Yeah. It's kind of hard slinging around 285 pounds, especially when they get on top of you like that.
Right.
So
this is where you need to be technically sound for sure.
Yes. These big guys typically don't want to mix shots because you end up like that, where you end up with someone on top of it. And it's hard to move that weight.
Right.
And he just awarded a 2-point takedown to Dutchtown.
Good job by the Dutchtown wrestler, keeping him on the stomach.
Santa Monica staying in there and not giving him anything, not giving him that leg.
Trying to slip that left leg from under him to get him back flat on his stomach. Great job by the Dutchtown wrestler, keeping body control. Oh, reversal. Reversal by St. Amant.
Trying to work for a half Nelson, using him as that high.
Another reversal by Dutchtown. Oh, my bad, y'all. I forgot to start the timer. First period is about to expire. Second period underway. 4-2. Griffins lead the Gators, and I'm going to do my best to remember this time, y'all, to start the timer.
Okay, Dutchtown wrestlers up 4-2 over Santa Monica 2. Griffins still have 37 team points, and Santa Monica has 28 team points.
Oh, great control by the Dutchtown wrestler of not letting go on the spin.
What we have here is called locked hands. They touch hands.
Again, great job. Now we got a reversal. 1 point for St. Amant on the reversal.
Actually, he gave 1 point for the technical violation of locked hands. Since
Okay.
once the Santa Monica wrestler was able to create a reversal, the ref continued the match and won 2 points for the reversal.
St. Amant has a 1-point lead now. Great job by both big men. And I don't care what anybody say. After watching this now, if you're a football player, especially if you're a football player that struggles with being physical within the game of football, you should wrestle.
Absolutely.
And I'm not saying that you have to wrestle all 4 years, but if you come into high school and you're a little afraid of contact, definitely your freshman, sophomore year, you need to wrestle. 2 points for this side.
Takedown, almost near a pin. That's exactly right. Wrestling has helped more football players. You can look at Mike Golick. You can look at all these.
Oh, outstanding job. I like it. And he's fired up behind it. Outstanding job by the Dutchtown wrestler and figuring out a way to get the pin.
Never gave up.
Right. And I'm going to tell you something, man. I've been 270 before in my life. It's a lot carrying all that weight around, especially. And guess what?
And look at his teammates. Look at his teammates cheer around him.
Right.
You know.
Again, the Dutchtown guy, the St. Amant guy lost, but I like the energy about him. He's upset with himself because he didn't win the match.
Well, the match we're watching now is the 106 class. And middle match, they'll stagger it, as far as the weight classes.
Right.
Right now, Dutchtown's commanding 43-28 lead over Santa Monica for 2 points.
And so this is the last match of this meet right here. And again, like Coach just stated, in the 106 weight class. Oh, great reverse.
3-point near fall. Sam Russell had a takedown, got a 3-point near fall. The Dutchtown wrestler recovered. Now he's working on a cradle.
Got him. This one is all but over.
Yep.
There you go. Man, I love it when these kids make me right. I'm not, again, I've been to some high school wrestling events, but not a lot. I'm not going to even lie and tell y'all I've been to a ton of them. But, just being a wrestling guy all my life, I kind of can, I know what I see. I may not remember all the names because I haven't watched wrestling in a solid 10 years. But I was an every Monday night guy watching WWE. I was a big Stone Cold Steve Austin fan. And so I kind of know the basic premises of what wrestling is. But this is really amazing, man, to see these kids get out here and leave it all on the mat.
Absolutely. I mean, it's the hardest sport. I mean, they kind of joke, it's like, yeah, it's the only sport with blood time. But really, it's you and another wrestler. My son, who wrestled since the age of, 6, he loved wrestling because he said, Dad, know how hard, it's a team sport, but I get out of it when I put into it.
Right.
I could really see it. He said, I can't complain that I got a teammate letting me down. I did it. If I screw up, it's my fault. And so he took responsibility for his practices and everything. Really fell in love with the sport. But wrestling for football players, offensive linemen, defensive linemen, it teaches good footwork. It teaches, how to move somebody.
Right.
Use their strength and their weight against them. But yeah, it's hard. It's like Coach Mahoney was talking. My son will tell you, he plays football and wrestling. He plays football at Louisiana Tech. And football shape is one thing. Wrestling shape is a whole nother level.
Right.
But it's also what I love about wrestling. It's a big family. It's like football. Your teams, you usually see them once a year, and that's it. Families, because so many times you're at the same tournament together. You've got all these Dutchtown, San Juan, EA. It's like whether they live in the same parish or not, you get to know them. Some of our best friends are people we've met through wrestling.
Right. All right. I guess they're going straight into it. I thought they would give EA an opportunity to warm up again.
Yeah, as far as that, again, they can do that, or would also the wrestlers have the opportunity to warm up and behind the, as far as that, behind the chairs.
Right.
You got the team captains up there.
So we're going straight into the last contest between St. Amant and East Ascension in the tri meet for the Jambalaya Cup. East Ascension has 1 win. Dutchtown has 1 win. And so now, if EA wins this, they'll be the outright winner of the Jambalaya Cup. If St. Amant wins, we'll have a 3-way tie. And how do they resolve that?
Go on criteria.
Huh?
We go on criteria. As far as the criteria points, they would be assigned by a number of pins, etc. But as far as
EA has to win this in order to right. And so this is a really important series here for St. Amant in this. This is a 113 weight class. It's Cole Como. Mankenshaw. Did I get that right? Is that Mankenshaw? Okay. Oh. Now, why do we have both officials out here now for this last and final match?
Typically, finals match, you'd actually have 2 officials working. Considering this would be the finals, both teams, both teams with EA with a win, St. Amant with a loss. But usually you have in the finals match, you have 2 officials. Okay. One official is the head official, and the other official is there just to monitor. As far as he can stop the match also if he sees something potentially dangerous.
Right. That's these kids here, both of them, their bodies look like they have the same physical form. Both got small frames with small muscle definitions. So what's going to be the difference in this match between these 2 guys?
The biggest thing is how much energy they got in the tank. You got as far as your lighter weights, it's like watching 2 Jedi Knights go at it. They usually have a lot of speed. They've got good technique. Both of these wrestlers do. But really, it's at the end of the day, because they don't have a lot of reserve, meaning they don't have that little bitty fat belly going, give them some energy. It's how much reserve they got in their tank to go through those 3 matches.
Right.
So 3 rounds.
T0 St. Amant lead.
2-1. EA got a 1-point escape.
All right, that's going to end the first period. So generally, what if you go into the second period?
By the way.
Okay, Joshua Wakefield. So that means this is the 113 weight class.
Yes.
What if a wrestler goes into the second period down a point or down, what can we expect to see from Wakefield this period to try to get back into the match?
Well, as far as Sam Biggest thing, takedowns, obviously. You know, as far as they're both right now in a neutral position because Santa Monica wrestler got an escape. So Joshua's down by 2 points. He can easily pick that up by getting a takedown. He's right now trying to set up his shot.
Again, you're with Joshua Wakefield a lot. How has he done this year being in this position before?
Joshua's a freshman. He's learned a ton. He's a great kid. His older brother wrestled. His older brother's in college now. Wrestling at Villa College. And so he comes from good stock. You know, he's got a really good. He's learned a lot from his brother. But also, at the end of the day, it's wrestling, and it's a hard sport to learn real quick.
Right.
Out of bounds. So he's going to put him in the same position. Santa Monica wrestlers got to watch that and see how when he went down in the parterre position, he pushed down on the wrestler. That's actually a caution. You're not allowed to touch him as far as touching, but you can't move.
He's doing a great job keeping body control over Wakefield.
There's him in the near side cradle.
5-1 Santa Monica lead. Going toward the end of the second period. Again, I got to see Wakefield wrestle on Saturday at the City Champions. The match I saw him compete in, he got a pin. Again, I'm looking for the answer of what Wakefield needs to do to come out as an outright winner here for the East Ascension Spartans as he goes on top for this last and final period.
Now, Joshua did a call, you know, as far as the start of the third period. It was Joshua's choice to pick top, bottom, or neutral. And any wrestling coach in the world, when a wrestler picks top, that coach is going to be upset. Well, he picked top. He's down by 4 points. So he cost himself an additional 2 for reversal.
Right.
While being on bottom tends to appear to be a position of disadvantage, you can score a lot quicker from the bottom than you can the top.
Right. All right, so Josiah's on bottom this time. So he out the gate has the potential to get 2 points for an escape.
He can get 1 point for an escape, you get 2 points for a reversal.
All right, there's an almost half reversal. Oh, great job by the Santa Monica wrestler getting back in control. Now he's trying to break Wakefield down by getting him on the mat, flat on his stomach.
Samuel wrestles up 7-1.
Under 1 minute remaining in the match. Have 13 more weight classes to go, so it's no pressure, no stress right now for East Ascension as they are attempting to become the outright winner of this year's 2022 Jambalaya Cup.
The official
I think he called a stalling warning, right?
Yes, he did.
What does that mean?
Stalling is where one wrestler, the official feels that one wrestler is not doing enough to score. In other words, he's either doing something or not doing anything, where the official feels that you need to continue to wrestle.
Great counter by Wakefield and breaking that move. He was trying to do a belly to back toss, and Wakefield countered it. Wakefield trying to keep from getting pinned right now. Great job by Wakefield.
Denmark won that match 10-1, so that would be a major decision. They will be awarded 14 points for that win.
Tough way to start the match.
That's why you got 14 weight classes. Very good for both wrestlers.
So 4-0.
Between Akshaw and Ephraim. Ephraim Pratt.
Does being a better wrestler matter more than being ready for the match that you're going into right now?
Obviously, being ready for the match you're in right now is the most important. You can be the best wrestler in the world, but if you're not ready, your head's not in it, or you're not physically fit and ready, yeah, you're going to get burned. So, granted, a very good wrestler can obviously sit there and make up for it if he's, but still, yeah, you got to have your head in the game when you step on that mat.
Points for the Gators.
Shaw will go back down on the bottom on parterre. And then he clears the arm.
Well, got him in a half Nelson and a half chicken wing.
Go, Lucas, work!
Almost got a reversal by the Spartans.
Lucas, you gotta work!
Spartan wrestler has expended a lot of energy trying to gain control of the position. Again, a lot of movement, but no damage has really been done because the Gators are only up 2-0.
Correct. Clears his arm. Still hasn't got it. There you go. He's got his foot to escape.
Good job!
Trying to get him into a side headlock. They'll meet back in the middle.
Back in neutral position.
All right, they've chosen to stand.
No, as far as when he got the awarded, when Manasseh was awarded the state, they'll go back to neutral.
Okay.
Now they just finished first period.
Now why are they flipping now?
What they're doing is they did flip the coin for the start of the second. Santa Maria won the toss. He deferred to the third period. Santa Maria Spartans choose top.
Great job by the Spartan wrestler. Stand over the Gator wrestler. He has that wrist lock underneath. Great job of holding on by the Spartan wrestler to preventing an escape because he kept his forearm around the wrestler's waist area, which was a great job of keeping the St. Amant Gator from gaining points.
Potentially dangerous. The ref stopped it. They go on top as far as the other wrestler on his back. Craig's got another nosebleed. He had one in the last duel we had.
Right.
Started a new blood time of 5 minutes. I've seen wrestlers where they almost taped up the whole face to keep the nose plugs in.
Wow.
It really is kind of in wrestling. It's kind of a sign, badge of courage. You know, you keep playing, you keep wrestling. Okay, it's a little blood. We're
don't know if I want that much courage, Coach. I like my blood inside my body.
Yeah, well, it's like cauliflower ear, bloody noses. That's wrestling.
Yeah, you can keep all that, Coach.
Yeah, that's what the kids have. The cauliflower ear is why the kids must have the hatred.
Call me soft as cotton candy. I want my blood on the inside. All right, 129 remaining in the second period. East Ascension on top, St. Lamont on bottom.
Max Shaw is trying to work for freedom.
Using that left arm to control his head movement, to keep his body going down toward the ground.
Craddock's working on it.
Great job again. Great job by the EA wrestler of holding on to the waistline to keep him from getting an escape point.
Right. Craddock's he keeps going. He's trying to get out. Biggest problem wrestler on top he's got to watch for him in a situation like this is locked hands.
Trying to get him into a breakdown. So
Actually dangerous. We'll go back to San Juan wrestling on bottom. This really wears out the guy on bottom. Just
right.
When you're having to wrestle through this.
Now, isn't that a form of stalling right there when you're just running out of bounds?
Not necessarily, because he's actually effectively trying to get a move. He's trying to improve his position. If he was just laying on the mat and not doing anything, that would be more stalling.
Abdominal stretch. Oh man, yeah, I like it.
A little figure four on the leg, though. That's going to quickly cause a potentially dangerous move. Yeah, figure fours, folk style wrestling is
not allowed in high school wrestling.
And now again, like Coach Mahoney was saying earlier, it's all for the safety of the kid.
Right.
This is an awesome sport, and wrestling kind of gets a bad rap. But I'll tell you, it's a sport that they're really worried about the wrestling.
Now, shouldn't he get a point for that, for something?
No, he did not. He did not improve his position. He didn't get a near fall. Being on top, that's the problem. Being on top. What you can work for is near fall and pin.
East Ascension starts on top for this third and final period, needing to gain at least 2 points.
Again, it really what sounds kind of weird is that being on bottom is more of a position of it.
No warning?
No, he doesn't. It's a legal hold. He doesn't have to warn. So, if he, in other words, he hits
that affects his breathing.
Yeah. Full Nelson is another. Again, that's potentially dangerous.
Point for an escape. Headlock takedown. Should get 2 points for that. Got three near ball.
He's got his arm in. He's got an arm in.
He's going to sleep. He's definitely going to sleep.
He had a headlock and he didn't.
I think I called that, didn't I? I just saw, again, I watched so much wrestling all my life. I saw his arm the first time it played.
With a headlock, see, he had an arm inside the headlock. If he
Right.
just had the head with locked both hands, that would be a legal move. The fact he's got an arm in there, that's actually not illegal.
Let's see how they handle this
In
now.
this situation, the ref can actually assign 4 points. They did actually assign him a 1
So he got 3 points for East Ascension for the near fall.
point for illegal. He had an arm within him.
But again,
But
it's not the East Ascension kid's fault because technically he was right by rule because he had
he had an
arm,
with
body,
that
and head. Like he had a body part in between
neck.
his hold and the kid's head.
Yes.
So by rule, the East Ascension wrestler was right but wrong at the same time.
Well, again, this is again a judgment call on the officials, so we're going to leave it there. So that is, you do hit 2 officials. So one thing in the sport of wrestling, as far as you had mentioned earlier, as far as the yelling and stuff, coaches have to be careful because if they go to the table or if the ref feels, they can actually get assigned, they can do team points awarded to the other team if the ref feels there's a questioning scores, questioning calls, that the ref can hit them with misconduct.
Now, in as far as the St. Amant coach running onto the mat. In basketball, football, you run onto the field and it's not a timeout or something. Then in basketball, it's a technical, and football, it's an unsportsmanlike conduct
In this
penalty.
situation, he felt his wrestler was in danger, and while it's unusual, while he could be charged with it, and he could be hit with it.
So let me ask you this, and I just want to play devil's advocate here. Couldn't he have also done that just to prevent a pin?
Yes.
How do you know that that wasn't his goal in doing that? Then now you go down 2 points in your overall score.
That's correct. Very, very possible. As far as the coach, judging his reaction, I don't believe that was the case. In all fairness to both teams.
Hey, guys.
But he's got his arm. See where he has the other wrestler's left arm?
Right.
Okay? As long as he's got that, that's illegal. That's a legal hold.
Right, got him in the
But if it had just been his
chicken
neck,
wing.
if it had just been his neck, no.
He needs to figure out another way to get a point. The Dutchtown St. Amant player needs to figure out how to get a release.
Got 9 seconds. They didn't award the shit. It should be 9-6 right now with Santa Monica winning.
We're going to a second overtime.
No, there will be no overtime. The ref awarded 3 near fall points, but the scoreboard didn't put it on there.
So
the
EA wins.
EA wins 9-6. Actually, he awarded them 11-6. So that's still a
big win, big comeback win for East
That is.
Ascension.
See, the coach over there is even saying, "Hey, look, I'm not holding you. I wasn't against you. Again, this is wrestling, and the coaches out here know each other.
Right.
So but again, that was one of my kids. I'd probably running on the mat too. I've done it before.
And again, I don't know a lot about the sport of wrestling. I'm just asking questions to further my knowledge
Exactly.
of the sport.
And these 2 officials are very good. And in that situation, they felt okay. They could have hit Sam on with a penalty point for storming the mat.
Belly to back. 2 points,
Dylan
East Ascension.
got a
Trying to get him in the cradle.
He's got to watch that's a bad position for himself.
Reversal by St. Amant almost. Oh.
They're out of bounds.
Trying to get him in that cradle again. There you go.
Right there. Got a 2-point near fall.
Have Nelson.
Dylan's got to watch that move. Got a reversal here.
2 more points for East Ascension.
There you go, another reversal. And the ref's going to blow it out of bounds.
6-0
Should
East
be 6-2.
Ascension.
It should be 6-2 with Shannon Mall.
Okay, they just gave him 1 point. 2 points.
Take that leg.
No points for the takedown. Got near fall, 3 or 4 near falls for St. Amant.
Good job, Dylan.
Gonna be the end of the period. Gave him 3 near fall points. Gators still down by 1 point in the match going into the second period. Oh, so it was 5 points in the game.
You've got a reversal and a 3-point near fall.
They got him back in the cradle.
Lock it up, please. Get on top. Get on top. Get you back.
Look loose again. Hey, reversal. 2 points. 3 for EA.
Yeah.
Tied 9-all. Should be a takedown for EA.
No, he's got either have control right now. Right now, it's score is 99.
Yep. Good job again by both wrestlers. East Ascension wrestler trying to break free to get a point. Oh, almost pinned him.
He actually was pinned.
Takedown by St. Amant. Gives him 2 points. Warning for St. Amant for stalling.
Got 1 second. On the third period. There you go. In order to get achieve near fall, it has to expose his back 45 degrees to the mat. Right now, Dylan's in danger of pinning himself.
Right. Right.
Scores 11-11 right now.
Oh, great job by the EA wrestler trying to use his weight to pin the St. Amant wrestlers back to the mat. Side headlock by the Gator wrestler. Just above a minute remaining. Oh man, I missed a lot of points.
Yes, of course, 15-12 right now. You can't actually, you can grab the whole hand, you can grab the whole fingers, you can't grab one or two.
Reversal, 2 points.
Score is now 15-14. 43 seconds left to go in the match.
2 points for St. Amant. The wrestler has to make a couple of moves really quick.
Seconds. He can still pull it off. He can still pull it off. Rest called stalemate.
Now, what can he do to actually gain 4 points in the time remaining?
You can do it. Obviously, you can get 2 points for a reversal and 2 points for a near fall.
That's going to be it. St. Amant's going to get a victory here. Good win by St. Amant. Really good match by both wrestlers. They left it all on the court. St. Amant wrestler, he's hyped up about his victory, as he should be. So the Gators get 3 points for that win. And again, a lot more wrestling to go. No need for anyone to panic or become nervous now. You know, they haven't gotten to the meat of the wrestling right now. So just be patient and enjoy.
It's Cole Didier and St. Amant.
Oh, great takedown. Neutral, no points given.
Ref scores EA with a takedown.
2-0 East Ascension. Looked like he should have gave him that when it happened, not.
Well, sometimes, it may not be exactly there, or the ref's watching to make sure another move, whether he gets near fall, is that the ref's got to keep that score in his head until he notifies the table.
Right.
But that's not unusual at all for the ref to hold on to those points. You know, it makes it hard on the table,
Right.
but still, sometimes he may feel there's not enough for a takedown.
Oh, that's power right there. He just that leg can. If he gets that free leg control,
Nice.
it's gonna be over. Great job of the St. Amant wrestler fighting his way out.
3-point near fall awarded. try it again.
Oh, there you go. This one is going to be over. And, oh, he broke it.
So we got a score of 7-0 right now. He's doing a great job of fighting off the cradle.
Yeah, he definitely is.
That's a hard move to get out of. If it's done right.
Oh, there it is. He missed it. He said, great job by the scoring wrestler and not giving up on getting the cradle. And he was just stronger than the St. Amant wrestler here, it appeared. Because he was able to go into the cradle at will. Once he got a size saddle on him, he was able to go into the cradle move whenever he got ready.
Yeah, both are outstanding wrestlers, and you're right. You know, as far as saying the cradle, that's Mahoney's specialty. His middle son Trent. I mean, just had that cradle. And it's always fun to watch. You say, "Yep, here goes cradle."
Right. And again, you know something works really well when everybody latches on to it and uses that same maneuver to get wins from. Oh, great takedown, 2 points. It's essential.
And also a wrestler, when you pick somebody up in folk style, you got to be very careful you don't throw slams.
Oh.
Again, that's a potentially dangerous move there, obviously. So the ref blew the whistle, put him back down in parterre, send a wrestler on bottom.
Oh.
Just got to be careful. Got the other arm in there. But
reversal should be a 1 point, 2 points. Oh, thank you for stopping the time.
Got 1 minute, 5 seconds left in the first period.
I was able to adjust it.
EA's team points is 9 and St. Amant is 7.
Generally, if you got a good squad and you go up two wins by either pinfall or points, then generally you put yourself in a really good position to win the event.
Yes.
From what I'm seeing.
And some like East Ascension doesn't have a heavyweight, so they're only wrestling with 13 wrestlers.
Oh, 5 points for St. Amant, 1 point for East Ascension. Now, why he didn't put the points up?
No, they actually only awarded 2 points.
No, it looked like he put 5 fingers up and 1 point for.
It would have been 5 points as far as the folks on.
I don't.
Yeah, there's no actual one for exactly 5 points. You can get 2 points for the reversal and 3 points for a near fall. But he only awarded it right now. EA's just got 2 points for a takedown. So they're winning 5-2. St. Amant's only got 2 points in this match.
Nothing much really happening right now.
Well, he's got near fall. He's already racked up the 3 points with near fall.
Okay, I
So
missed
he's
that.
just got to expose most of the shoulder blades to the mat. Jeremy Paul's did a good job of fighting that off.
2 points for St. Amant.
I don't really see how that was a reversal, but
Shout out to St. Amant Gators, athletic director, head football coach, Coach Oliver, who's in the building watching some high school wrestling. We got a front row seat over there. End of the second period, and y'all gotta forgive me.
now it's third period. EA's got 8, San Juan's got 4.
9-7 overall score.
San Juan Russer chose bottom. Got a caution against EA. Caution false start.
Great job by Eastern Central Wrestler countering the St. Amant player who's just trying to get up to get a release.
So EA Russer trying to work for a power half.
Almost a reversal by the St. Amant Wrestler. Trying to get that submission move.
There you go.
Side headlock by the Eastern Central Wrestler. That's really a submission pin move.
Lifts the guy's head.
He tapped out. He tapped out. That should be a EA win.
Hold on, let's see. Let's see what the ref calls. Let's wait for the ref.
Yeah, he tapped out.
So actually, if it's a position, they could actually award 4 points. If it was like, it was a near fall, but he didn't, But apparently the ref, he was hurt or appeared to be hurt. The ref did stop it and he'll award the 10 to EA.
That was a big win on the tap out for East Ascension. It opened up the gap, 15-7 overall lead for East Ascension.
Yep. It's Jacoby against. I hope you have the mark.
Here you go, Coach.
San Juan Wrestler. Gabriel Garcia from San Juan. go for a cradle here.
EA getting, EA just quick in. Under 30 seconds. Add 6 more points to the Spartans' overall score. This is East Ascension best wrestler right here, from my understanding. Santos
Ramos.
Santos Ramos.
He just won city, and I have no doubt he'll be winning state this next weekend.
What weight class is this?
This is a 160-pound weight class.
Wow. He flipped into the, wow. 18-second pin. And look.
He's a machine.
Wow. What a hell of a move to get a win. I hate I missed that one.
Instant replay.
I miss, that's what I'm saying. I missed getting the replay. I was so in awe. Man, that was phenomenal.
Right now, East Ascension team points are 27, with Santa Mall 7. Now our 170-pound class, Marcus Johnson, Santa Mall. Sorry, East Ascension. Yes. And Corey Tony from Santa Mall.
Oh, he pinned himself.
20 seconds.
And then he pinned himself. The Saint Amant wrestler was crawling back, and looked like to me that's what created the pin.
Right.
East Ascension pulls away with a 33-7 lead. They're at the 180 now.
We're 182.
182 weight class now.
We have Corey Holmes versus
East Ascension wins this. Can Saint Amant win regardless to what happened?
At this point, it depends if he scores well pin, East Ascension would win mathematically.
We're almost halfway through the weight classes.
Nice double leg. He's got 2 points, kept his feet in bounds. Santa Mall will go on bottom.
That's a big kid.
It's always fun watching on Sundays, watching football when you watch a player. The NFL do a double leg. And, you can tell he was a wrestler.
Almost good job getting a release from the Saint Amant wrestler. East Ascension was trying to go for the cradle, and he almost has it now. Oh, there you go. Got the cradle.
Got locked up pretty nice. Got locked up the other leg.
He's not breaking the loose from that.
Well, he also needs to reposition himself so he exposes both shoulder blades to the mat. He is getting near fall. Gus already got awarded 3 points for near fall. He has an award of the points, but you can see his hand where he's got it. If he doesn't pin him, he gets the 3 points.
Man, that's a bad position to be in. He's been in that position about 30 seconds. There's the pin by East Ascension.
East Ascension up now 39-7.
So at any point, if EA gets a certain lead where it's clear their Saint Amant has no chance of coming back, do they end it or do they
No, they
continue?
keep wrestling.
They keep
Oh,
wrestling.
yeah, this is wrestling. We don't stop. You know, and except for the tech falls and stuff like that in a match, but in a duel, we're going to keep wrestling. If it's 60-40 nothing, you know. With Santa, all three schools have always been very close. You know, got awesome kids from all three schools.
2 points, EA.
And these kids wrestle each other so much, it's kind of like, you know, they know each other's moves.
Right.
So,
He's working his way into the cradle. This one is about over.
Yep.
Wow. 41 seconds.
Chick Snyder did a great job of locking that up.
East Ascension has really blown this one open. 38-point overall score lead.
Now we're in our 220-pound weight class.
So the elbow tie-up. Great job by the EA wrestler. St. Amant wrestler tried to pull him into a finals carry, and he blocked it.
East Ascension wore 2 points for a takedown. He's going to try to get him far side cradle.
Not gonna make it. Not gonna make it though. Gonna have to go to the second period.
Yep. So he's going to get 3 points for that near fall. And that does wear out the guy in the bottom.
Right. 5-0 East Ascension Spartans lead. Period 2 in this 182-pound weight class. St. Amant goes on bottom. Doesn't have enough time to get a pin. He's working it to get it. Oh, yeah, he's about to get it. Yeah, but you're about 2 seconds away from it. 2 seconds away from it. Looks like he has that bottom shoulder, the back shoulder down. Official hasn't called it yet. Oh, saved by the bell.
Going up the third period.
EA with a commanding 7-0 lead.
San Juan picks neutral.
Great choice.
Now, he ain't been a watcher a while. He was still looking at his coach. He stepped on that red line. And that's when the official's going to blow the match, blow the whistle, saying the match is good to start. Right. So he's got to be careful.
Reversal, 2 points for St. Amant. Good toss, that's another reversal. St. Amant rewarded 1 point for illegal hand placement, I believe is what he said.
Illegal headlock. He said you have to, if you lock your hands together with the head in, you have to have a body part like the arm in between. If he just had one arm, he would be okay. But since he touched both hands, he has to have an arm, the opponent's arm.
Coach telling him to go to neutral again.
So he stepped on the mat. The ref being his friend because he could have blown the whistle the second his foot touched that red line.
Oh, good job by Lawson. Got a reversal.
See how
Now he's getting the side
he
headlock.
don't touch that? Yeah, he's grabbing an arm in there.
I think he got 3 near falls plus a reversal right now.
You can't award near fall on a legal move. Try this one. He's getting tired, you know. I mean, that's hard.
And those
6 minutes on a mat.
right, those guys are pretty big too. Like they're solid kids, so it's not going to be easy.
This has got to be. That's San Juan kid's fighting for all he's got. That's
Right.
impressive. He's been manhandled for this whole match, and he's still fighting like crazy.
Right. EA will gain 3 points from this match, or maybe 4 points
So
for having a 10-plus point win.
they'll get 4 points for a major decision.
That'll extend their score 49-7. And now is it mathematically impossible, no matter what happens, that St. Amant can win?
They're mathematically impossible for them to win.
East Ascension will be your 2022 Jambalaya Cup champion. They go one victory, 1 victory to none over Dutchtown Griffins. 1 victory to none over the St. Amant Gators. Show the elbow tie up. Again, this looks like the 106 weight class. Yeah, he got a forfeit on that last match because they didn't have a weight class. What was that, the 285?
Yeah, Santa Maria got the actual forfeit for the not having a heavyweight. EA not having a heavyweight. Yeah, you can't do that with
Ooh. Two more matches remain after this one. The 113 and the 120. Reversal for St. Amant gives them 2 points on the scoreboard first. Cradle for the St. Amant wrestler. Reversal by the EA wrestler. Good job.
Again, 2 near fall points. EA's up 2-4-2.
Everybody's yelling at the East Ascension kid to get his head up, but hell, maybe he just couldn't at that moment. Like, you keep yelling at it, it's not going to change the fact that he can't get it up. And he definitely don't need everybody yelling the same thing. And I guarantee you he heard Coach Mahoney. Guarantee you he heard him. You guys yelling at him is not going to change the fact.
You haven't been around a lot of wrestling moms, have you?
I haven't, but again, I'm just from a realistic point of view. I know that he heard you, and I know that he probably knows that that's what he should have done. But doing something and being able to do something is totally different in the moment.
Oh yeah, we gotta understand wrestling moms.
It's like in football when they said, well, if a guy can't stop you, run the same play over and over again. Well, if it wasn't so, then guess what? The guy wouldn't keep running a 38 toss or the spread offense. Like you gotta know that if the guy could kick his head up or stop the play, that he'd already do it.
Absolutely. When guys a lot of see with brand new wrestlers, the tendency is they want to disappear and they wrestle with their head on the mat because they feel comfortable there with putting their head on the mat, and they realize when they lift their head up, get it off the mat, they can start seeing what they're doing, they can start getting better position. They use the other parts of their body to sit there to perform moves. But when they put their head on the mat, they put their knees on the mat, they shut themselves down.
Trying to get him in that cradle.
Yeah.
Trying to flip oh wow, I like that. He's trying to flip and already have his leg locked down at the same time.
Yeah.
You got to be super long to be able to do that.
Yeah, like a pretzel. ultimate game of Twister.
Right. And great job by the St. Amant wrestler of keeping his body compact and small to
That's also considered stalling. Is that Ruff's given a lot of latitude. Animal wrestler really hasn't tried much. He could, but Ruff could call him for stalling.
I might have forgot to change the period back to the first period.
Right now we're at the second. He's in. Appears to be injured.
Who's injured?
San Juan wrestler, but he continued on.
He was holding his left shoulder. Huh?
Yeah.
And you can tell, you know, man, again, the guys that do the work in the weight room in any sport, you know, it shows their bodies are muscularly developed, and that's the difference sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, full now. Oh, we got out of the full now, so reversal. 2 points for the St. Amant wrestler. Still trying to turn up, double arm bar.
Double trigger.
Trying to roll him over to get him in a pinning predicament.
That's a very effective move. It's done correctly. Right now he's only getting near fall because he doesn't have the other.
Up there you go. He's done. Ascension adds 6 more points.
Judging from the shoulder brace, appears he already has a shoulder, some type of shoulder condition.
Right. Hope that young fella's okay.
Yeah, I got trainer Scotty Arsenault and then their head coach Brian Brunell checking on him right now.
Man, they must have cut the air on in here.
Well, yeah, I know it's cold here.
Yeah, that air is blowing. Good thing I'm not the only seasoned adult in here that's doubled over in coldness.
I'm cold. I didn't bring a jacket. I'm just...
113-pound weight class up next. St. Amant sends their kids out of a tunnel. I'm gonna try to remember to get that for y'all after on the last match, man. I think that's pretty cool. For a headlock by East Ascension. Too far reversal by East.
That was a takedown.
Okay. Look like he got 2 near falls there for St. Amant.
They didn't award. He didn't have it long enough. It wasn't long enough.
East Ascension trying to get that cradle. Great job job of the EA wrestler. He was controlling the opposite wrist, keeping him from being able to get up off the mat. Again, doing the same thing, this time with the St. Amant wrestler's left wrist. Now he has the right wrist. Dominant performance here in this match by the East Ascension Spartans. They have an overall 55-13 lead. End of the first period. Points, East Ascension.
Somehow wrestler better start trying to improve his position, or he'll end up starting to hit with stalling calls.
Okay. Veteran wrestling officials definitely want to see that action because they've been doing it a long time. And
they want to see the action. That's the whole start of personal wrestling. They want to see the action. Don't want to see two guys sitting on the mat laying there and doing nothing. And so, yeah, they'll start hitting with stalling calls. You know, the first stalling call is a warning, second stalling is for actually start hitting with points for the other wrestler. And it gets progressively higher after that as they go along. So, in other words, if you have a wrestler that's sitting up there with 5 points above you towards the end of a match, it does nothing. That he'll award an official, he'll actually lose the match by not doing anything.
St. Amant wrestler doing a great job of holding on to the Spartans wrestler's arm.
15 seconds left in the second period.
I don't know if either one of them has done very much, in this first period. Second period.
When you start seeing them hit with stalling calls, all of a sudden they start wrestling. Well, both wrestlers are really trying to do the best with it. My son used to lose his contacts in the wrestling match.
Oh, and he just threw it away. Don't mean nothing.
On that mat, yeah. Now check the other side of the ring. Just cheaper throw them away than get an eye infection.
Now you got 2 points for each Ascension.
Got to take down.
Man, gotta be more careful than that, Coach.
Seconds left to go in the match. I'm kind of surprised we haven't gotten out.
Yeah, this one here hasn't had very much action in the last 2 periods.
Chris will earn, if the score remains the same, he'll earn East Ascension a decision. We're going to give him a 3-point score, team
Right.
points.
And which again, like we established earlier, East Ascension has already won the Jambalaya Cup, and so for now it's just about how much more can they dominate the event by.
Well, it's also to give the wrestlers an opportunity to wrestle. And ultimately, yes, it's a sanctioned. This is a sanctioned event. It gives those wrestlers an opportunity to wrestle. It's not about scores, but it's definitely about giving everybody a chance to wrestle. East Ascension won the Jambalaya Cup by beating San Juan 58 with team points of 58 and 13.
All right, that's
Now
going.
they're going to do their congratulatory handshake.
Yep. And then I'm sure they'll announce, they'll present the award to the East Ascension Spartans.
It's been a while since it's been. We were kind of hoping for last year, but with COVID, the LHSA shut down all wrestling tournaments from between until the state tournament. So we would have a state tournament. So they were worried about contract racing.
Right.
We're very fortunate to have a season last year and definitely this year.
Man, great job by the Dutchtown Griffins, the Saint Amant Gators, and your 2022 Jambalaya Cup Wrestling Parish champion, the East Ascension Spartans. Really great turnout here. As again, it was for the majority of the event, it was standing room only, and I enjoyed myself. So thank you guys for joining us for the Jambalaya Cup Wrestling Classic. Remember, get off the bench, get into the game.